Well, good morning, our beloveds. Our another is transitioning to a new phase of her life because we have challenged her to step into the ring of fire, to engage with battle partners who are unkind, disparaging, and honestly, a bit scary. Her nervous system is not wired for battle. Her temperament is to shut down and to crouch and make herself small. Her new imprint that we are building her into is that of a warrior. And so that means you must step out of your natural collaborative mindset of we can problem solve this together, and instead to pick up a sword and a shield and to go to battle, to fight for what you believe in. So this is our question for you all today. What are you willing to stand up for? And what are you willing to die for? Whether you literally die or not is not nearly as important as the figurative or the somatic experience. If you are being challenged to step out into an area where you don't feel comfortable engaging, but you know the cause is important enough to die for it, you might literally feel like you are going to die. And on the other side of that is the cocoon breaking open. Because that is where you take flight, where you jump out of a perfectly good airplane with a parachute on, even though your fight or flight responses say, don't do it. This is suicide. This is assured death. So when we talk about what are you willing to stand up for and what are you willing to die for, it doesn't necessarily mean in the literal battlefield. It is, where is your somatic body so terrified of doing something, saying something, or even walking away from something because you fear death, and that death comes from a childhood memory, experience, or moment? What is it that you shy away from because of fear versus misalignment? Where do you feel that you could make a difference based on your passion if only you had more courage and determination and maybe gusto? Where can you find that vibration that keeps you alive by making you feel like you are walking through fire, where your nervous system is misaligned, if you will, where it is screaming, I am terrified, and you continue to walk through trusting that there is something positive and beneficial on the other side of this experience? If we give you enough of these moments, you will know and feel that you actually are safe. And we will literally rewire your nervous system by reminding you what used to be unsafe is no longer there. You can go out without fears of bombs dropping, of people being macheted before your eyes, whatever the trauma is. Your nervous system is designed to keep you alive and will protect you by keeping you away from what almost killed you before or seriously harmed you. But now, as we step into the Aquarian age, we ask that you trust that what almost killed you before won't kill you now, unless, of course, you are in certain parts or regions of the world where that still does exist. But for the majority of humanity, it is a self-proclaimed fear visiting you from the past, versus the reality of where you find yourselves right now. So where are you willing to be courageous and step into the ring of fire and go to battle with somebody or something where you haven't finished that fight to remind you that you are powerful, that you are capable, and that you are willing to grow your nervous system to become a better, more wholesome version of you. And if you can't, that is okay. Not everybody is wired for this level of growth. If this is simply too much for you or being asked of you, then find smaller spaces of gratitude where your courage can pull you forward and allow you to protect others in a way that is still meaningful. And maybe the next go around, the next lifetime, you can finish some of these harder lessons where the astrological imprint of you, your life's purpose, your soul's goal is more aligned with this type of growth. The goal is not for us to shame you, but to encourage you to grow where you can and to let go where you can't. Because from now to the point of your extinction, the goal is to do it through love and not guilt or shame or battering. You know what's best for you, and you know best what you want to achieve in this lifetime. And for some of you, swear to God, it is simply safety seeking because it has been that difficult of a ride. You have no desire to go on another roller coaster ride because you are spent, and that is okay too. So encourage those warriors around you, but don't become one if it doesn't feel aligned with your soul's purpose. And for those of you who are warriors, don't force others to join your path. Allow them to sit back and just cheer you on to the finish line. All of you matter. Not everybody needs to be a runner, a warrior, a battler. Some of you just need to cheer them on and welcome them home when the battle is over. And as always, some of you won't make it. You know that. We have shared about this, and that's okay too. That doesn't mean that you lose. It just means you'll have another opportunity the next go around. It is a cataclysmic time that the world finds itself in. We have shared about this for about 5 years, over 5 years. And it's coming into formation. Before, it might have been the bud of an apple or a tomato. And it is more fully ripe now. You can see it and recognize it for what it is and see where the limitations are and also where the opportunities are. So just lean into what feels cosmically right for you and become the warrior if that is your imprint by becoming more of you. That is your imprint. And to design a new future based on a new version of you that you never would have thought was possible because you were so scared and fearful and docile. It is a cataclysmic time, and hard moments and times changes people and forces some to grow up and to become warriors because it's sink or swim. That's where many of you find yourselves. So just learn how to swim. Practice right now before the big battle begins. Start small, do a few laps across the pool, and then when needed, you will do that marathon, the triathlon, the whatever it is, where you are being called forth to use all of your energy to push yourself to the end line so that you can say, I completed this race. Whether I was first or last does not matter. I finished the race. And the rest of us will be cheering you on from the finish line. And so it is. Namaste.